Record. Okay, welcome and good morning. Today I wanted to talk about um, empowering conversation. So listening to solve health problems. What I am noticing, and this is something I experienced early on, was when I learned that I had to be talking to people to grow my business. I had this whole freeze because one of the things that I always struggled with is I never wanted to come across as disingenuous. Um, if I'm going to be doing this, I want it to be helping people. And so the feeling of reaching out to people with the intent, knowing that my end goal is to sign them, felt kind of and so I didn't want to do that. It was really hard, and there was a lot of layers to um my disbelief or to my hesitation. And this is where I have come to a place of believing so strongly in the product that we have to offer and that what I have to offer to anyone that I want to engage in conversations with an intent to listen. So, in doing this, as we come to conversations with the intention of listening to see if they have a problem, it's different than coming to the conversation saying, I'm going to ask you to take my product. But we always have this listening ear. So I'm going to work through all of it. We want to have that confidence to know that I can initiate a conversation with the intent of offering a product without feeling icky or gross or salesy. Um, and we're going to talk about the importance of listening to our ideal audience, right? So for most of us, our target audience are mothers. You've got young kids at home. You're exhausted, worn out. You're probably dealing with all the results of hormones being out of whack. You might be dealing with severe gut health issues from pre-pregnancy stuff. You might be dealing with the result of poor diet choices along the way because we didn't know better and food is addictive. So then you have all those things piling up, and then you have all the layers of mom guilt, right? Mothers that want to do better, they experience the cycle of I'm too tired to do what I know I want to do. Um, or I flipped out on my kids again for the millionth time because I'm overwhelmed and overworked and undersupported. And so all those things have layers in our mind as we're trying to do our best. And so keep that in mind when you're talking to the women that you're dealing with. We're not just looking at someone who might want to buy something from us. We're looking at women who are tired, women who have caffeinated multiple times that day just to get from bedtime to bedtime. So, when you're looking at women who are frustrated with themselves, fed up with how their body looks, how their body feels. And at some point, they were just told that's normal. And now they have to come to terms with the fact that who they are now is supposed to be who they're going to be for the rest of their lives. And that feels really discouraging. That is who you're talking to right now. Like that is the woman who you're trying to reach. Um, and I can guarantee you that even though the fit mom doesn't have it all together, there's always something in them that says, I could be better, I could be different. I mean, we all have, each one of us has a different testimony of how our health has affected us. And we're all mothers that know that we could be better and we could do better. So that's always keep that in mind. That's who I'm talking to whenever I'm reaching out to someone. Understanding our audience and understanding what they're dealing with and understanding the emotional impact of their gut health issues is going to be huge. We're not just saying, so I don't want to poop 5 times a day, or I don't want to be constipated 2 weeks straight. What is the emotion connected to that struggle? Is there frustration? Is there insecurity? Is there that feeling? Say if someone has IBS, right? Irritable bowel syndrome, they can't control when it comes out. The embarrassment they feel when they took their kids to the park, and at the park, their bowels started going wonky. And now they have to rush their kids who don't want to leave the park. And she's waddling her way. She also has a weak bladder because she's pushed out kids and now her bladder doesn't work. So she's holding in all her in like bodily functions, all because her bowels don't work the way they're supposed to. Okay. The emotions behind that feeling. If we can channel into the role of empathy, of understanding, put myself in that lady's position. She woke up this morning exhausted. She's a stay-at-home mom of 5 kids. Her husband's out working. Maybe he travels for work. She's solo parents. What does that feel like to her? To know that she's going from the time her kids wake her up in the morning and she just has to go. And people say, I don't know how you do it. She does it because no one else is gonna do it. That is the person you're reaching. It's not just that she has extreme fatigue. It's that she feels disappointed that she can't show up the way she wants to. That she's wondering if she's missing out on her kid's childhood because all she wants to do is take a nap. So all those are the putting yourself in the position of that woman of knowing, okay, she has a problem I can solve. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come say hi. This is Elijah. Okay, I'm gonna keep teaching, okay? All right. So when we think of the power of mindset, we want to shift from a sales to service oriented approach. When we think of that, we think of fostering a growth mindset, which says, I can help versus I need to sell. And this is something when I first started with saying Instagram is my way of reaching mommies that need help. And so every time I would go to engage with someone, I would say out loud, I have something that can help them. I have value to offer. Whenever I made a post or made a reel, it was, what value am I offering people today? And everything I did was with the intention of adding value. And value can be anything. Value can be you made them laugh and you distracted them from the ridiculous, crazy that is their life. Value could be that you taught them something new. Value could be that you encourage them to keep going. Whatever the value you think about, it's not just me, me, me. I have a goal today. I want to do this. It's this person has a life and their own story, and I can contribute to the outcome of their story. So if you continually come across as saying, I have value to offer, I can help them, I have a product that is tried and tested. Women that I personally know now, women on my team, they all have seen progress. In my early stages of this product, I am seeing progress. And it's not where I want to be, which means I need to keep walking out my story out loud. Are you helping? Yeah, thank you. So all those things are keeping in your mind, I'm not here to sell, I'm here to help. And because the best feeling in the world is not when you sign someone, is when the person you signed comes back and said, that helped me. That changed my life. That is the feeling that will stick with you. That's the feeling that will get you to keep doing Plexus when you're like, I'm having a million and one conversations and no one wants to buy anything. That feeling is what will keep women going until they make it to the top. Okay. So let's talk about some active listening techniques. Active listening. So active listening is when you're listening with the intent of helping. It's not just listening to respond back. It's hearing, okay, how is she saying that? Why is she saying it in that way? What clues is she giving me to the need that she has? So the key components of that is giving your full attention, giving feedback. Like I heard you say that you have a really hard time in the mornings. Is that because you feel like you didn't sleep well last night? And it's that you heard something, repeat it back to her. And then after that is addressing empathy. Oh my goodness. I used to do that too. I struggled with that too. Let me tell you the time my husband used to, all the empathy is you can show her that you completely understand what she's going through. I find that people who come with an expert mindset, like I know it all, without the credentials of an expert, end up putting barriers up and make it less capable of people to want to receive from them. Which is, I used to have I still do actually have the expert mindset where I know it. I can tell you, you should do this. And I've had to train myself to step back and just listen with empathy and see, do they even want to do it? Do they want to hear from you? Do they trust you? Um, I'll throw this in. So last night I signed someone and she has chronic migraines. She suffered for years. And when I first connected to her was through a group of people that deal with chronic pain. And I reached out to her at first and I just empathized. Oh my goodness, my heart breaks for you. I know my mom dealt with chronic pain and it's just all I've dealt with some for a few years. I was able to get to the root of it, but I know every so often I get flare-ups and when I do, it's horrendous. And just empathy. And then as we were building a relationship, I did mention Plexus. And I came from the place of, hey, this may not be for you. Um, but would you be open to considering this? And she's like, yeah, maybe. And we let it go. And I just kept showing up in her content with empathy. At one point, I think I actually like sent her a video of me crying for her because like it was just like her story is just so it's sad. It's like to have someone to be in pain all day, every day, to have doctors try to medicate you and knowing that there's no hope, like that just breaks my heart for her over and over again. I'm being attacked by a sword. Okay, hey Elijah, mommy's in a meeting. I need you to chill out. Okay, yeah, just chill out. Like he's like, I'm gonna put my sword on that guy. No. Okay, so um so her feeling my genuine empathy and building. And then yesterday morning, I think what I ended up doing, I sent her testimonial of that I'd come across or someone had shared about migraines. And I said, hey, I know we talked before and the timing may not have been right then. I'm sharing this just because it made me think of you. Um, and I again shared my empathy and then she started telling me her day. Anyway, she ended up signing last night after about, I want to say 2 months of relationship building. And one of the things she said to me that really resonated was she said, I I don't normally buy things from people out here. She goes, I don't do that. She goes, but I trust you. She said, I feel that you genuinely care and I trust whatever you think I need, I'm going to try it. And so like and that came from a place of not just me telling her what I know because I'm an expert. It was me establishing trust with her, me establishing that I care about her outcome, that I'm not going to my goal isn't to just get her to sign. I want her to feel better. And sometimes it takes some mind work for you to tell yourself, I care about their outcome. You can train your mind to believe whatever you want. And you doing verbally saying, I care about their outcome. I am here to help. I have been positioned in a place with a product that can change people's lives. You say that long enough and you genuinely believe it. You will, especially when you start taking action on what you're saying. Okay. So that's active listening. Excuse me. Goodness. So let's talk about the framework for problem solving. I hear you. Okay, so the problem solving framework is key gut health issues for mothers. What are they dealing with? How are they experiencing it? We want to ask questions One of the best ways you can solve a problem for them is to ask questions. A good doctor won't just say, "Hey, what are you feeling? Okay, here's a drug," and let them walk out. He's going to ask questions. They're going to ask questions. How are you sleeping? How are you hydrating? How long have you been experiencing this thing? Asking questions is the key to showing that you genuinely care. Because our goal isn't to get from, "Hi, how are you? Buy my product." Our goal is to get from, "Hi, how are you? Do you have any problems I can solve? How long have you had that problem? What are you doing to solve that problem? If you were to do nothing right now, would your problem be solved today?" And just help them see the value of getting to the root of that problem. Okay. And we wanted to make sure that we're taking the time to um tailor the solution to their needs. So like the lady last night, like I said, she's not doing a straight triplex. She's doing like a custom combo that I'm putting together because I hear that she has issues. I hear that she's also taking other supplements and other medications. And so I'm going to adjust because she doesn't need to have the standard triplex. She needed something specifically for her. And if I hadn't taken the time to hear her and research what it was she was taking, I wouldn't be able to help her. And for that, just know you don't have to know everything about everything. Come get help. You don't have to know, like, if they're like, "Does this medication work fine?" Come ask for help. Just ask for help. And there will come a place where you become the expert to your downline. But give yourself the time to just get used to conversation. Okay, we're almost done. Um, Lastly, let's talk about building confidence. We want to overcome fear of rejection. Normally, that's the number one thing that's stopping us from reaching out. What if they say no? What if they hate me forever? It really depends on honestly, the response to how they are to you is how you go to them. If you come at them aggressive with the intent to sell, that'll put barriers up. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. If you come at them with the intent to help, giving them space and freedom to reject you. "Hey, this may not be for you. If not, that's totally fine. Hey, I know I've talked to you before. I just really believe strongly this could help you. Is now a good time?" Again, if it's not for you, I understand. Give them the space to tell you no. They're not rejecting you as a person. They're rejecting what they believe the product can or cannot do for them. And so in that instance, they may need more time to process or to learn. They're not rejecting you as a person. So when you give people the freedom to reject what you're offering, you give them the freedom to maintain your relationship. Because if you keep pushing it and make them feel like their only option is to either buy my product or our relationship is over, well, then your relationship is over. So keep that. Hey, it's got super congested. Woo. Okay. So overcoming the fear of rejection is knowing that you're not going to die. You're not even going to like get injured. If someone says, "Hey, no thanks," okay, great. You want to go out to eat next week? Or, just move on. Find the next thing. Go quick into their stories and comment something kind. Move on. Give them the space to know that it is safe. You're safe for them to say no thanks, right? We want our kids to feel safe around us. We want our friends to feel safe around us. We want strangers to feel safe around us. We are a safe zone. You don't have to do what I say. You don't have to follow my rules. You are safe to say no thanks. And I'm going to keep showing up and talking about how amazing these products are for me, because one day you might change your mind when you've seen without the pressure of a sale. Okay. Stay positive and motivated. Listen, all of us, every single person in network marketing, they have dips and valleys, ups and downs. Some people rise quick and then fall far. Some people go slow. Some people, like, I've at this point, I've seen every layer of like progress in this company. I've heard stories and some will inspire you, and some people be like, "Dang, that lady never quit. She's she's been a silver for 5 years. Dang, that lady never quit." But like And then she skyrocket to diamond in 6 months. Like it's just whatever groundwork had to be laid in her mind and her team had to happen in the way that it needed to happen. Um, just keep going. The one thing you can guarantee is with failure, if you quit, you're guaranteed the failure, right? We know that. And this is the network marketing opportunity, the way it is with income. In almost every other field, you are trading your time for income. Like even when I'm a certified health coach now, right? So I'm going to be trading my time to serve a customer or a client. I can't duplicate that in a way that'll bring me residual income. Not the one-on-one contact that I want to make with a person. I could make a course that like mass, well, I guess, but I wouldn't have the ability to tune it to that person. With Plexus or with any network marketing company, a good one, you hit a certain point where residual income comes in, and all of a sudden you're doing the same level of work, but the income is just like knocking down your door. There's not many opportunities out there where you can say my income can increase exponentially without my energy having to be spent out. Like there's only 24 hours in a day. You're a mom. So there's only so many hours you have free apart from your family. And so if you're directly trading 5 hours for this amount of pay, you're limited. There's only so much that a dollar amount you can earn. But when you're in an opportunity like Plexus, there comes a point where those 5 hours, one week earns you $100, the next week's $3,000, the following week $10,000, because it is the cumulative effect of how our tiers work, of how the compensation plan works. Plexus compensation plan is incredible. All that to say, there is a time from when you start to when you get up the mountain where it feels hard. It's stinking hard. There are days where you just want to throw in the towel. There are days where I'm just like, I quit. And then I turn around and say, I can't quit. For me, the products that we have are so good. If I quit, I would still be talking about them. I would still be saying, guys, hey, you need this. So the difference is then it would just take me even longer to get to the end goal because I would be going at a slower pace. But I'm still going to be stinking talking about these products because they work. And I'm the type of person that if I see you're struggling, I'm about to offer you something. Like I'm not going to close my mouth because I quit wanting to make money from this company. Anyway, stay motivated. Keep going. It is hard. The pace that you're at is your unique pace. Be inspired by the stories of the women that make it to the top of the company quickly, but don't let that discourage you from the speed that you're going. It is not about the speed that you get to the top. There are things that develop on the inside of us that we cannot even compensate for. The mental development that happens when you understand that you are capable of leading a team, that you are capable of earning an income that your annual salary used to be $30,000 and now you're earning that in a month. The ability to break free from limiting beliefs and understanding that there's not a limited supply of people out there. There are millions of people on Instagram alone. Millions. You don't need a million people to go diamond. You need like 600. Like you don't need a lot of, you don't need, and you don't even have to find them all yourself. You help a few people that help a few people that help a few people, and all of a sudden you're at the top and you didn't do half the work. You can do this. Our pace is unique. Your personality is specifically created to reach a certain group of people. There are women that can't stand me. And then there are women that love me. Like, but I know y'all love me, but like there's a certain group of people that are made just for you because you are uniquely special and you have a unique set of experiences that resonate with other people, that resonate better than anything I could do. You could share my videos all day to them and they'd be like, whatever. But you start talking about your story and all of a sudden they're like, oh man, yeah, I need to do whatever she's doing. I totally can relate to what this woman's experiencing. You are capable and you are able to do this. Um, and remember to celebrate the small wins. That's why we have our care chats. That's why we have our team chat. Anything. I'm in a conversation. Let's celebrate it. You took the time to create the opportunity for someone. That's awesome. You broke past your fear of rejection to offer Plexus to someone. That's incredible. That's a big deal. And of course, every time you hit a goal, the whole team celebrates because we're here for you. Okay. So that's the heart of everything I did. I did it in 30 minutes. Woo! Does anyone have any questions or comments or want me to reiterate? Nope, we're good. Awesome. So I'm going to close this out. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, I'm going to do my best to do these type of training calls every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. You will see my 3-year-old probably every single time. But this is motherhood, getting it done. And if you find that, help me do better. If you're like something wasn't clear or I could have expanded on something, let me know because I want to be a better coach for y'all. All right. Okay. I love you guys. Talk later. Bye.